Welcome everybody to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Don't mind this person in the background, by the way. This very ugly person. She's just here. She's just gonna be chilling in the back of the video. You better not say anything or I'm gonna fucking kill you. In today's video, we're gonna be hopping into some Blackout because pretty much this is like the only thing that I enjoy about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 at this point. They have completely ruined this game. I mean, yeah, they released this new Operation Grand Heist, but honestly, I couldn't give a fuck. I mean, it is just so incredibly late at this point to be adding more content to the game. And I'm not saying that they should never add content, but I'm just saying like this is so late, and considering how long we've waited, this isn't substantial enough in my opinion. And also, they fucked up, guys. They really fucked up. This is pretty much the straw that broke the camel's back, and it's pretty much made it so that I'm done with multiplayer. I mean, I was already done, but now I'm like super done. Now I just don't give a fuck because, as you guys can see, they have added supply drops to this game, and I cannot tell you how disappointed I am, but I'm not going to act as if I'm surprised. This is Activision, and we already knew that they were going to pull some shit. I mean, come on, this update couldn't have been perfect. There was no way that they were just going to do something simply to make us happy. Of course, they had to slip in those supply drops, and honestly, I'm so incredibly disappointed and just fucking like blown away that they would just fuck us over this much. So this pretty much is the nail in the coffin. I'm done with multiplayer, but I still do enjoy Blackout. If I am ever playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4, most likely it is going to be Blackout. However, I'm sure I'll still have multiplayer in the background once in a while just because it's so easy to talk over. While with Blackout, I like to focus a little bit more. Blackout in this game, pretty fucking good because they actually polish it, they put their attention to it. However, multiplayer, now that supply drops are in the game and there's like different variants of weapons and there's actually different weapons, I just honestly have no desire to play multiplayer anymore. They don't care about multiplayer. They don't give a shit about this game and, you know, what the people want either. They just don't give a fuck about this game. That's the reason we pay $60 for a game, $40 for a season pass, and then on top of that, we also have loot boxes that have game-changing weapons in them. Part of me wants to say I'm surprised, but I'm not really, so the only place that I can actually enjoy in this game is Blackout, because even if I don't have the weapons, they will still be in the lobbies. I can still use them without having to actually unlock anything, which is fucking great. So for now, that's where I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna be playing as Harambe. I remember recently I had actually attempted to play multiplayer on this game, and I just fucking despised it. Considering that I have been playing Apex Legends so much, I was thinking that maybe I was going to enjoy coming back onto this game after a while, but honestly, it really didn't feel like that. I came back to this game, and I could just immediately tell how unpolished it was compared to Apex Legends. It's like Apex Legends just completely opened up my eyes to how good gaming really is. And it's extremely sad that it's like that because I want to enjoy Call of Duty. I want it to be a great game, but I don't see it happening unless I'm of course playing Blackout. Before the update, this game had a game mode called like Close Quarters Frenzy or something, and I was really enjoying that because it basically took the slow parts of Blackout and just completely amplified them, made everything super hectic, and I really loved it. I didn't actually end up winning any games. In fact, I choked and I ended up second place at one point, but it was still fun to just hop in, get a shit ton of kills, and not have to worry about the boring parts of Blackout where you're just running around waiting for the next zone to close in. Back onto the topic of supply drops, I don't want to be the guy who says I told you so, but I did say that this game wasn't going to get any better. I mean, think about it like this. Activision are going through tough times and they are in a financially very bad position. Do you honestly think they're going to turn around and start changing this game for the better and implementing things that cause them to make a little bit less money? If anything, they're going to double down. They were going to add supply drops to this game because they need the extra revenue. And again, just as I made this point multiple times in my last video, this is a short-term solution and there is no way that this is actually going to benefit them in the long run. Like, why can't they just put aside their short-term earnings so that they can benefit themselves for the long term? I don't see why they can't just see these solutions. Like, maybe I am just naive and I don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. Maybe they do make money short term and long term through these methods, but I simply cannot see how doing these insane business practices over and over and over again every single year is going to keep people around for much longer. I mean, I really thought that I was the biggest fan of Call of Duty. I thought that there was no way I was ever going to move over to another game full time, but here I am. I'm in this position where I just don't want to play the multiplayer side of this game. The only part I enjoy about this game is Blackout. If Blackout didn't come in this game, I would have probably already stopped playing. I wouldn't have any game time anymore, and I would just be playing Apex Legends solely. But the only reason I come on is for Blackout, because it's actually pretty good, and because I want to progress through the supply stream, and I do that through Blackout. If Blackout didn't allow me to progress through the supply stream, I wouldn't even care. And it's not like they added supply drops in a fair way at all. It's pretty similar to the Black Ops 3 system, which is widely regarded as the worst supply drop system in Call of Duty history. So very clearly, they're not choosing to go a consumer-friendly way. If they were trying to be consumer-friendly, they would have gone down the route of Call of Duty World War II, where they had contracts and different sort of things you could do for supply drops. But no, we have absolutely no way of getting supply drops other than just game time, and it is a ridiculous amount of game time as well. I hear people saying that you need to play for 2.5 hours just to unlock one supply drop, which is just fucking ridiculous. It is unfair, and it just pushes people to pay more money, and I am not spending a single cent on supply drops. I'm not going to support this system. I don't think any of you guys should either. It's like with Call of Duty Black Ops 4, they tried to hype us for this amazing game and then just spat in our face, and then with this update, spat on our face again. Only this time, they tied us down, told us they were gonna spit on our face, and we had no other chance but to just fucking sit there and take it. Like, we knew this was going to happen. We knew that this game was going to take a turn for the worse, but we just fucking sat there and did nothing. I don't even know why I'm complaining about these issues anymore. It's just the same issues that come up every single year. Everybody's heard it a million times. I mean, are you guys even playing Call of Duty anymore at this point? If you are, I'm sure you relate with me and just how frustrated you are about some of these things. And I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even play this game for the multiplayer side that much. You're either playing for zombies, because I don't know, I think zombies is probably better than multiplayer. I mean, the multiplayer is just in such a bad state that there is no way you're probably playing it. And if you are, you're probably not enjoying it, or if you are enjoying it, well then, good for you, dude. I am so fucking happy that you can enjoy the multiplayer side of this game, but it is just so broken, unfinished, and they don't have any plans to actually fix it. I mean, they are doing whatever they can to get as much money as possible from us without actually addressing some of the issues. I mean, yeah, they've balanced some guns and stuff, which should have been done like 2 or 3 months ago, but there's still so many things wrong with the game, like combat records, etc., and I'm not even going to ask for them to do this stuff anymore, because even if they did, I would already be emotionally just detached from this game, and I wouldn't care anymore. It's too late to fix this game for me. I'm either going to just play Blackout, or I'm not going to play it at all. I'm sorry if this video is very negative and it's very low energy, but I and a lot of other YouTubers that I've watched are just exhausted about this game. We just keep getting pushed down by Activision over and over and over again when it comes to this game that we honestly don't even want to try anymore. We're just so sick of it, and we just don't want to waste any more energy on it. I'm exhausted about just talking about this shit all the time when obviously nothing's going to change. But anyway, on to more positive news. I am probably going to be taking acid very soon. I had made a previous video talking about how I'm going to be taking acid for the first time, but one thing I specifically stated in that video and made very obvious is that I'm going to be waiting for my test kit to come in. And I had ordered the test kit about a few weeks ago, and I thought that it was going to arrive very quickly, but it actually took quite a while. But anyway, I ordered my test kit, and it finally arrived yesterday. And if you guys are wondering what my test kit looks like, I'm going to grab it for you right here. It comes in this tiny little bottle right here. I'm sorry if it's really blown out on camera. Maybe you guys can't see it that well. But anyway, the way it works is you open it up, and inside there are 2 little things. There is a test tube, and there is this Ehrlich reagent, which is like some sort of chemical that you put on top of your LSD, and it will basically tell you if it's actually LSD. Inside of the little container, I don't know if you guys can see that, for some reason there's like wood at the bottom of it. Now, I don't know what the reason for that is. I assume that it's probably to either deodorize or to neutralize whatever substance it is. Whatever chemical is in that bottle, if it's leaking or something, I assume that it's used to soak it up. But basically what I did is I cut off a tiny little piece of one of my acid tabs, and I didn't actually put it in this test tube. I just put it in like a white little plate. Made sure to disinfect all the tools I used to like cut up the paper and everything like that, just so that it doesn't contaminate the sample. And I put one tiny little drop of that Ehrlich reagent onto the LSD, and what I was looking for is for it to go purple. If it goes purple, well then what I have is actually LSD, and it's not some NBOMe compound or whatever. And in just about 30 seconds, the sample started to turn a very faint purple, and give it a few minutes, it turned very purple, which means that it is LSD for sure. So I'm super excited to actually try that. I'm really looking forward to it. I was going to do it tomorrow, however, I actually got called in for extra hours at work this week, so I pretty much have no time on my hands to be doing drugs. As I said about the acid, I will be having a trip sitter. My girlfriend's gonna be trip sitting me, and then eventually when she tries it, I'm gonna trip sit her. So hopefully that goes really well. Hopefully I have a good time, and if I have a bad trip, trip, I hope I don't want to kill myself. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I'm sorry if it was a little bit shorter, but I purposefully tried to make this video a little bit shorter just because my past 10 videos have been over 10 minutes, and I just wanted to aim for something a little lower. But if it does end up being like, I don't know, 5 minutes long, then I'm sorry. I'm trying to aim for about 7 or 8, so if I get that, well then cool. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.